Well, hello, good evening. Welcome to another broadcast of Quincy High School Blue Devil basketball on WGEM, here on your smart TV app, news app, WGEM.com. You name it, we're streaming on it, and we are here with you back at Blue Devil Gym on a Saturday evening for some non-conference action as Quincy entertains the Springfield High School Senators out of the Central State 8 Conference here this evening. Brock Hampsmeyer and alongside Kyle Ainsworth. Good to be back with you, sir, and good evening.
Yeah, happy to be back here, sir. It's been a while. Last time I was here was at Crosstown Showdown, so I know Quincy's had quite the road trips since then. One happening yesterday, which I'm sure you'll give us a good old rundown on here shortly.
Yeah, we'll get to that in your pregame stat sheet. We'll talk about the loss at United Township in Western Big Six Conference play last night for Quincy that sets them up for tonight's matchup. Quincy now 3-10 overall, and they're playing a pretty darn good Springfield team tonight who comes in with a record of 11-5. They are 4-1 in the Central State 8, which is typically a pretty strong conference. So Senators off to a nice start. And they are looking to avenge a loss to the Blue Devils head-to-head at their place last season. So we'll talk about all of that, maybe some keys to this matchup as well. And we'll see if Quincy can get their first win of 2026 here this evening. And it's going to be a fun matchup between Springfield and Quincy. So stick with us. More to come on your pregame right after this. It's the Blue Devils on WGEM.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, doors and more. 5, 6, Provia pick. 7, 8, windows are great. 9, 10, do it again.
Doors and more. What's the more?
Windows!
Do you enjoy the food here? Enjoy? It's an all-you-can-cluck buffet. Hey, back off! That's mine! Not fighting, just the pecking order. Do you ever get a little hard to handle?
They say hold your horses. Good luck holding me back when dinner's served. Those other animals are suckers. They only eat feed. I eat pellets and also the bag it came in. Twice the flavor.
Don't miss these savings during our Feed Frenzy sale. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
If you've been in a motor vehicle accident, contact McCleary Law.
There was nowhere to go. We were on a bridge.
All of a sudden, a guy started going over in our lane and hit us head on.
I couldn't even breathe. It was just unbelievable that it even happened.
We needed to get a hold of an attorney, and our first thoughts was to get a hold of Dan McCleary. Everything's pretty easy when you deal with Dan.
He got us way more than we expected to get.
We don't charge anything until we win your case. Call McCleary Law.
1 in 8.
1 in 8.
1 in 8. 1 in 8.
I am 1 in 8.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Our specialists in Quincy and Hannibal are here so you receive exceptional care, close to home. From industry-leading early detection technology to clinical research and oncology care, we're here to stop cancer from getting in the way. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
You know, you make a better door than a window.
Actually, we make both. Doors and more. What's the more?
Back at Blue Devil Gym as we get you ready for another fun night of hoops action here in the Gem City. Brock Hampsmeyer, Kyle Ainsworth with you. Let's get into that pregame stat sheet. It's brought to you by Tri-City Sports. You can give them a call, 217-224-2489. They're located at 535 Main Street, downtown Quincy. Customize your team with Tri-City Sports. And I'll start with last night. As we hinted at before, Quincy, if you weren't with us on the broadcast last night, they lost their first game of 2026 on the road in Western Big Six Conference play last night at the Panther Den against UT. 52-34 was the final. Game was closer than that for 3 quarters, but the Panthers pulled away in the 4th quarter of that one. Joels Clausel, the only player in double figures for Quincy last night with 10 points. Panthers were led by Josiah Massey with 16 and Joseph Morrow with 15. So Quincy dropped to 1-4 in conference play with that loss last night. Meanwhile, the Senators come in here, Kyle, off of a conference win of their own last night, and they beat an opponent that Quincy just saw at the holiday tournament down in Collinsville in Decatur Eisenhower. Springfield beat them last night 62-46. And again, that's a team that beat up on the Blue Devils in that last game down at Collinsville. One of the, I don't even know if I shouldn't even say one of, it was undoubtedly the roughest performance by the Blue Devils so far this season in that final game of the holiday tournament. So, look, Quincy, they really didn't show up at all for that game against Decatur Eisenhower, so it's kind of hard to judge when you play the comparison game, but and Springfield beat them pretty soundly by 16 last night.
And on top of that, I would tell everybody who looks at games like that and tries to compare opponents who you played and what, always take that with kind of a grain of salt at times.
Yeah.
Because matchups are a thing. How you play against someone else is going to be different how you play with somebody else, right? When it comes about size, sets, how teams are going to play you differently. So I'd always take that with a grain of salt. And like you said, Quincy, that was probably their flattest game of the year. I would say maybe they were just ready to get out of there, it being their last game and just not going their way all tournament long. So
yeah,
it's a new set, new day here, new game. It's 2026, and we're on our home court here today. So that tends to help you out a little bit more too.
I'll also flash back to the matchup between these two last year, and Quincy won that one handily. Now, obviously, again, that was a different Blue Devil team, but they beat this Springfield team 80-56 last year over at their place. Of course, Blue Devils were also ranked number 1 in the state at that time.
Yeah, that'll do it.
When they played them last year, and it's not even really worth repeating again how many. There's no points coming back from that game that Quincy scored in that matchup. Well, that's a great point, and we'll get to that. That's a great point. I'm gonna hide that off the air for a second here.
Yeah.
But Springfield and Kyle and I were talking before the ball game. They do bring points back from that game. A lot of them actually,
Yep.
And it starts with the two Wade brothers, Noah the junior and Elijah the senior. Those two combined for 32 points in that loss to Quincy last year, and they're both pretty darn good. And that's the first two that I've got my eye on for the Senators here tonight.
And that's probably who we want to keep our eye on for this entire game. When you say a lot of their points, that's really all the points that are coming back for this Springfield team, but that was the majority of their points last year. Two kids there, two I'd assume brothers. I guess I don't exactly know, but. Definitely want to see how they attack those two. I would expect them to put Clausell on one of them if they do decide to go to a man defense. But as we've seen in recent memory, Andy Douglas switching it up between man and that 2-3 zone throughout this season, more in particular since that Quincy Notre Dame game.
So I think with that, we can transition into those keys to the game. And those along with this broadcast are brought to you in part by Quincy Medical Group, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And you talk about matchup. First, let's get to some business here. Thomas Woodson Jr. did not play last night in that loss at United Township. Come to find out after the fact, and it all kind of came together last second. He didn't even travel with the team to UT last night, and they found out literally about before they were going to get on the bus yesterday that he had been suspended. Due to a disciplinary action from the school district. So Thomas Woodson Jr. is suspended right now. So didn't play last night. He will not play tonight. He will not play on Tuesday in the home game coming up here in a couple of days against Alleman. After that, it's to be determined. That's how Andy Douglas phrased it to me earlier today. So what we know right now, again, is that he's suspended, so he's ineligible to play last night, tonight, Tuesday for sure. And then we'll find out.
We'll find out from there. So all we can do is take it for what it's worth from what we have now with this team. They're going to be lacking in a little bit more size now. So Quincy has been lacking size all year long, especially running a lot of smaller guards. So we'll see how that goes. Springfield themselves, they're not the biggest team. They have a couple 6'4", 6'5" guys. And after that, their guards are a lot smaller and quicker. So there's going to be a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
And see how these guards kind of go at it today.
Avion Tate stepped into the starting lineup last night at UT. I would expect we'll see him there again tonight. And you go from there and see how Quincy handles the rotations. The other interesting thing, as Kyle and I were noting here during warm-ups, somebody who has not been in uniform all season is in uniform right now, and that's Milton Whitfield, the senior, who would be the top returning scorer on this team if and when he plays. Now, talking to Coach Douglas earlier this week, it was still to be determined when Milton was going to be cleared or able to play. He was not in uniform last night. He was with the team. He was on the bench in street clothes. But now here he is in uniform warming up before this one tonight. So I do not know what that means.
I mean, he wasn't just warming up. He was one of the team captains there meeting with the refs just moments ago. So I don't know what that means. I mean, he's got the leg sleeves on and everything. He's ready to.
It looks like he's going to play, which, again, is a surprise to me based on what I knew coming into tonight. And, again, he didn't even dress out last night, so I don't know what changed from last night to today, but now he's in uniform, and it looks like he's going to play.
If he doesn't play, this could be more of a commonality. Just having him out there with the team, feeling more a part of the team.
He's been practicing.
Yeah.
Just non-contact practice. He was, I know, scheduled to get a checkup with the doctors a couple of days ago. I hadn't heard the determination of that yet, but again, based on the fact that he didn't dress out last night, that told me all I thought I needed to know. But
and you know what, Brock? This could very well be a minute restrictions type of thing. Comes off the bench, maybe he's allowed 10 minutes.
So we'll see. If he plays, he may not play very much, or we'll find out. We'll all find out together.
We're all riding this train together, folks.
So either way, it's great to see him in uniform and warming up. We know that his return was somewhat imminent.
Yeah,
we'll find out here in a few minutes whether or not it is in fact going to be tonight. And if and when he does play, and if and when he is somewhere near full strength and healed from that knee injury that he suffered over the summer, he will be possibly a big addition to this team.
It brings you back some experience, and it brings you back scoring from last year, which this team has none of. So, it will help in more ways than one.
So, going to be fun to see whether it's tonight or very soon, Milton Whitfield get back into action. But again, it's just good to see him in uniform here tonight. First time back on the home floor, which was also Quincy's last win, which was the win over Galesburg here in Western Big Six play back on December 19th. So Quincy hoping that the home cooking is going to get things going for him again, not just here tonight, but in 2026 as well as we move into this portion of the schedule. So again, your keys to the game and everything else. This broadcast brought to you in part by Quincy Medical Group, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. So I'll say this, Kyle. Talk about keys. We could roll with the same 2 or 3 keys probably every game for this Blue Devil team because it's the things that have been the issue.
Well, and those are the issues that stem from inexperience. So it makes sense why that would be our keys throughout the season, every game, because that's kind of what you expect when you have freshmen and sophomores making, their varsity debuts through a season.
They had another 20 turnovers last night in the loss to UT. They got beat on the offensive glass too often, as Coach Douglas pointed out with us in the postgame last night. Those are the 2 things certainly that jump out. And then who's going to provide the scoring? And can they be consistent enough on the offensive end to hang with what we expect to be a pretty darn good Springfield team that they're going up against here tonight, led by the Wade brothers. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. We'll step aside. We'll come back, and we'll get you some starting lineups and more coming your way. It's the Blue Devils here on WGEM.
Happiness starts with a smile, and Advanced Dental Care gives you more reasons to smile. Passion, focus, precision. At Advanced Dental Care, quality care is our commitment to you. Whether it's your first visit or a routine checkup, get the care you deserve. Choose Advanced Dental Care, where we offer comprehensive dental care and orthodontic services for children and adults. Comfortable, compassionate care. advdentalcare.com. 4561 Main Street. Schedule your appointment today. New patients welcome. At Advanced Dental Care, we'll make you smile.
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
Small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes, from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
Comfort. It's a basic necessity. It can be a treat, a cozy place. Often, it's each other. It's something we feel, feeling comfortable. Since 1955, Peters Heating and Air, along with Carrier, has kept comfort in stock. We know that, in good times or bad, one of the most inherent things we ask for is this simple feeling. That's something we'll always provide and preserve. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Peters Heating and Air.
I'm Natalie Will. Every month I have the honor of surprising an amazing teacher with a WGEM Golden Apple Award. Now, I need your help finding the next honoree. Students, parents, if there's a teacher making a difference in your life, nominate them at WGEM.com. Let's celebrate the teachers who inspire us every day. Nominate your teacher for the WGEM Golden Apple Awards.
The WGEM Golden Apple Awards, sponsored by Hy-Vee, Taupro, and State Street Bank.
Just wrapping up the national anthem from your Quincy High School pep band, and now we will meet the starting lineups. First for the Springfield Senators, 11-5 coming into tonight for head coach Kevin Causley. 4-1 so far out of the Central State A Conference, including a win last night over Decatur Eisenhower, 62-46. And now we meet the starters for the Senators. So to recap, the starters for the Senators, number 0, a 6'2" junior, Noah Wade. Number 1, a 5'6" junior, Ed Horton. Number 12, the 6'3" senior, Elijah Wade. Number 21, a 6'5" senior, Logan Peach. And number 22, 6'2" junior, Mayango Jala. Those are your starters for the Senators. The Blue Devils, 3-10 on the season. Head coach Andy Douglas in his 12th year at the helm of his alma mater with a record of 231 wins and 94 losses as Blue Devils head coach. So in a moment, I'll let you enjoy the Blue Devil pregame ceremonies, and then we'll meet the starters for the Blue Devils. Mr. Shelp, your Blue Devil mascot, getting a bit smaller than usual crowd here at Blue Devil Gym, fired up. And now we'll meet the starters for Quincy here tonight. So, same starting five as last night at UT. Avion Tate steps in, the 6'2" senior, number 5. Number 10, the freshman Parker Douglas. Number 20, Joels Clausel, the sophomore. Number 32, Tim Griffith, the freshman. And number 54, Brennan Lepper, the 6'7" freshman. About to get underway, your first quarter. It's brought to you by Refreshment Services Pepsi. Brock Hampsmeyer, Kyle Ainsworth with you. Lindsey Fisher on the cameras. Who's ready for some Saturday night hoops?
Let's rock and roll.
Springfield rocking the gray jerseys on the road with the red and black, which are their primary colors.
Tate getting the honors to tip it off.
And he tips it almost out of bounds, but Clausel able to retrieve. And Quincy will start with the basketball. And a near steal there. Griffith goes baseline into contact, no whistle, and we head the other way.
Like the aggression early on by Griffith.
And looks like man-to-man from the Blue Devils to start, at least defensively. This is Noah Wade, number 0.
And the man-to-man doesn't surprise me too much with these smaller guards Springfield's going to roll out.
And Clausel got a piece of that, and it goes out of bounds. Springfield tried to save it. Wade motioning like he got hit on the arm, but no call at either end on the early contact, and no score.
Yeah, and Clausel getting the matchup on Noah Wade. No, he's not afraid of the tougher matchups.
Tried to hit Griffith cutting across the paint, but it's deflected out as Springfield did put a little bit of a three-quarter court trap on there. And now they go into what looks to be a bit of a matchup zone here. They just let Douglas run free on the baseline. That's a nice feed. Tate gets hit on the way up as Lepper found him cutting backdoor.
Hey, Lepper shows a great knack, and he's done it all year of being able to find the cutters when he's kind of posted up on the high block.
So Avion Tate making his second straight start, the senior to the free throw line. And able to put Quincy on the board first tonight. Not quite a minute into the ball game. Missed the second, but Parker Douglas, of all people, gets the offensive rebound. Lepper, high-low. Tate tried to fire it out and threw it away. Had an extra opportunity, but then turned it over. And now we got a whistle away from the ball, and this is going to be on Springfield. I believe they called it on Elijah Wade. And that's 2 on him. He picked up the one on Tate, too, so that is big.
And he's already going to take the seat there.
So the elder of the two Wades, Elijah, sitting with 2 quick fouls in the first minute and 5 seconds.
That will bring the senior Ariel Robinson into the game for Springfield.
Wearing number 5. Now we got some kind of dispute on looking at the official book. They seem, well.
Technical.
Oh, wow. So that tells me he wasn't in the book. If they were looking at the official book like that's the only thing it could be, right?
That would make sense. You're telling me Elijah wasn't in the book?
Well, Robinson, I guess,
okay.
who just checked in because they were looking at him and he was holding his jersey up.
Who's this? I got you.
So meanwhile, Brennan Lepper shoots the technical free throws. An early break for Quincy.
One way to start.
Lepper splits the pair, so they've gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line to take this early lead.
That's about average. To be honest.
Below 50% as a team at the free throw line, so a little clerical error leads to the technical. Now Quincy will also get the ball possession here after the 2 free throws. So kind of a clunky start to this one. Fossell gives it up, gets it back. Middle of the zone, Lepper surrounded, kicks it out. Fossell, he thought about it. Now Lepper baseline, fires it across. Griffith will fire, left it short. Got his own rebound though, underneath the Lepper, and he's fouled.
Good ball movement there by Quincy, making the extra pass to find the open man in the corner, just didn't fall. But hey, offensive rebounding, which they've struggled to do all year.
Yeah.
Comes up to play there.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We're thinking the same thing because, again, no guarantee that's going to continue, but it's a good early sign here. As Lepper knocks down the first again. As the slow climb. 1 point at a time.
Hey, whatever works, man.
6:32 to go in the first. And missed the second one again. They've done that all 3 trips. This is Noah Wade. Step back. He's open. He fires. No. Offensive rebound. Put back. No. Another try. Yes. As Jala stuck with it.
And they'll have no problem getting offensive rebounds themselves.
Quincy breaks the press. Lepper underneath, and he can't finish it.
It looks like he was a little hesitant going up with that one.
Wade through traffic, tacks the rim. No, but a foul. That'll be on Tate. He picks up the first Quincy foul of the night. Springfield's already got 4 team fouls. One more is going to put Quincy in the bonus as Wade knocks down the first of 2 at the line. 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And that gives Springfield their first lead as he makes both. And they're going to put the full court press on again. Way up the floor, Lepper, and too tall as he tried to hit Tate, cutting the other side.
And there'll be another turnover there on the Blue Devils.
Their second. This will be an interesting matchup here, too. The 2 small guards, Horton and Douglas.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to, I try to point out in the pregame is something we should watch these guards go at it.
That is just a wild shot. Wade just trying to draw contact and didn't get bailed out. Now here come the Devils. Clausell tried to fire a bounce pass. It's deflected and intercepted. And Wade will go right back the other way. Count it. Are they going to get Griffith? Yes. And one opportunity for Noah Wade as he's starting to assert himself.
And that was one of those players we pointed out here in our pregame.
Well,
kind of had his way last year.
His brother's on the bench with 2 fouls, Elijah, so Noah says, I got you, bro. I'll take care of this.
Yeah, he will, and he is.
Jala got that first bucket, but now it is, well, he missed it, so I was going to say 5, but 4 straight by Noah Wade. So there it is up on the board. They lead it by 3. Tate threw it away. Well, now he might have got it back. He did. Good hustle. And now that pass deflected. Boy, Springfield, they are playing with active hands.
That's the best way to attack this Quincy offense, is playing with active hands.
And now we got number 2. That's Chase Bazemore, junior guard, checking in. And Noah Wade will take a seat. So both Wades on the bench now for the Senators. Clausell into the paint. Fires underneath. He finds Griffith open for 2. Good feed by Jewels.
That's kind of what you want to see, is just patience by this Quincy offense, not rushing passes, and well, that's what happens.
First field goal after 3 free throws. And good defense here by Douglas to force Horton out. Now down the paint, stripped, and taken away by Tate. Under 4.5 to go in the first. Clausell drives into traffic. Got it back after a deflection. Douglas blocked. Got his back, though. Kick out. Clausell for 3. No. Offensive rebound. Griffith can't finish. Now Douglas' steal. Griffith full up. Free throw line jumper, no. Tate keeping it alive. Griffith to the floor to save it, but Springfield has it. Do like the hustle early by Quincy.
Yeah, a couple good opportunities there for them as well.
And a lay in there by Bazemore. And Springfield up by 3 again. Quincy working it up against the press. 3:40 to go in the first. Clausell cut off on the baseline. Lepper, good feed underneath the Tate, and Avion lays it in.
Well, it's a promising start for Quincy I here on the offensive side of things, other than the 4 turnovers.
Getting extra opportunities, getting to the free throw line.
And they're getting good looks, good clean looks.
Robinson gave it up after some funny dribbling. That's a long 3 fired up by Peach, no good. Long rebound, though, to Springfield. Driving in. Power dribbling his way is Robinson. Under 3 minutes to go in the first. Douglas left wide open, so he'll fire. Oh, he got the shooter's roll. First 3 of the game for either team, and that one ties it at 10.
You're kind of away from the shooter. They left him wide open for quite some time there.
Wasn't pretty, but those big threes are brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Charles Schultz, located at 48th and Broadway. Interesting, Springfield keeping Noah Wade on the bench here after he was playing pretty well there, I thought. 2:15 now in the first quarter, and just holding it out there. Not really looking to do anything here. Coach Causley from the bench, barking out some instructions. Springfield just trying to get organized here. Highs pick and roll into the paint. Jala got stripped. Griffith took it away. And timeout, Andy Douglas.
Well, that pick, it proved ineffective and kind of miscombobulated the Springfield offense there, falling right into the lap of Griffith.
And that also is the 4th turnover now on Springfield. So, again, there's certainly some strong positive signs here for Quincy in this first quarter, Kyle. The offensive rebounding, they're getting extra opportunities, getting on the floor, getting after loose balls. That's the stuff that Andy Douglas has been looking for.
Yeah, and aside from the 4 turnovers, when they've been getting into their half court sets, they're being more patient from what I can tell, and that's allowing them to get better, cleaner shots. It may take longer for them to kind of get that and find that opportunity, but I mean, when you have a young team here, that's kind of what you want to see is that patience, making the extra pass or two to allow them to have that opportunity and that clean look. Some of them just hadn't fallen yet here today.
Timeouts, by the way, they are sponsored by McCleary Law. If you're injured, call or text McCleary Law at 2178. I'm hurt for a free case evaluation. Tie ball game. Quincy now looking to regain the lead after they held it briefly early. 2-3 zone again from the Senators. Wilson Freiberg up top to Clausell. Splashdown. Second three of the quarter for Quincy as well as their backup.
What I'm noticing from Springfield is they're almost okay with allowing Quincy to kind of have these open threes right now. They're not really closing out that fast.
A lot of dribbling here by Horton. Now he attacks and got it. That is the fifth different Senator with a field goal here in the first quarter. Minute 10 to go.
When you have the Wade brothers out, someone else has got to score, right?
Yep. 32, by the way. Kevon G, 6'5 junior out there now. He was defending Lepper right there, and that pass is deflected out. Stays with Quincy. So you got G, Peach, Robinson, Bazemore, and Horton out there for Springfield. Lepper, Freiberg, Douglas, Clausell, and Griffith for Quincy. Final minute of the first. Lepper wants to post. Backs in, hook shot, got it. Good to see Brennan go to work in the post.
Yeah. Not afraid to attack there. There's some of their larger defenders.
And a three fired up here. Good by Horton. Their first triple, and that ties it again at 15. 30 seconds to go. Clausell, backdoor cut Douglas, swings it quickly. No shot off of that. See if Quincy almost tries to hold for the final shot here as Clausell gets chased though. Goes cross court. Griffith will fire and can't get it to go. Rebounds loose. Springfield saves it. 6 seconds. Horton fires it ahead. A three at the buzzer will not go. And we got a tie ball game as we head to the second quarter. It's the Blue Devils on WGEM.
Do you enjoy the food here? Enjoy? It's an all-you-can-cluck buffet. Hey, back off! That's mine! Not fighting, just the pecking order. Do you ever get a little hard to handle?
They say hold your horses. Good luck holding me back when dinner's served. Those other animals are suckers. They only eat feed. I eat pellets and also the bag it came in. Twice the flavor.
Don't miss these savings during our Feed Frenzy sale. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the dew.
Back at Blue Devil Gym. About to jump into the second quarter. We'll update that here in a second. And it is going to be brought to you by Refreshment Services Pepsi. Back and forth first quarter. And we're tied as we head to the second. Springfield will start with the basketball. Got a new face on the floor, number 15. That's Jameer Macon, junior guard, and he's got the ball in his hands, guarded by Douglas. Gives it up to Peach. He'll fire a contested three. No. And we got a foul on the rebound, and that's going to stay, I think, at that end. I believe this is going to be on Freiberg. Yep. Only the third foul of the night so far on Quincy. Noah Wade is back out there, by the way. That's Macon, though, catch and shoot off the inbounds. And he knocks it down to put Springfield back up.
They can't let someone like that get loose that easy on an inbound pass.
Sixth different Springfield player with a bucket now. Lepper, he'll fire from distance. Splash it down.
Why not, big fella?
His third, and those big threes, again, are brought to you by State Farm agent Charles Schultz. 48th and Broadway, Quincy. Just underway second quarter. Quincy goes back up on that three by Lepper. Wade going to work on Clausell, and got his hands on him there. And Jewels just picks up his first. And now Jala, number 22, going to check back in, and he'll replace G.
They're still going to leave Elijah with the 2 fouls on the bench, as you pointed out that the other Wade brother is in.
And another bucket off the inbounds by Macon again. And that's going to drive Andy Douglas crazy. Just over a minute gone, second quarter. Lepper steps out, same spot. He just hit one. Instead, kicks it to Douglas. Parker goes baseline. Tough shot, no, but he did draw the foul. And they're going to give this one to Mr. Macon.
It was a good head fake there by Parker Douglas to get his defender to go up, able to get that penetration to run baseline and completely collapse the Springfield defense and draw the foul.
Can't hit the first one. Douglas will shoot one more. He was scoreless in the first half last night at UT before he put up 6 points in the third quarter of the loss to the Panthers last night. And he's got his first point, his first free throw. He hit the three-pointer in the first quarter, so he's got 4 total. Tie ball game again. Peach, he is unabashed to shoot from out there, and he hasn't made one yet. Lepper with the rebound. And then threw it away. And Wade off the steal. Got it.
Yeah, talk about things that would drive Andy Douglas nuts. That's one.
And Lepper mad at himself as he comes down to this end. And now Clausel to answer. Oh, he rattles it in. His second from downtown. That's 4 for Quincy. Wade just forcing the issue. Wild shot, no. Offensive rebound. And then on the drive, that is another wild shot, no good. Griffith clears it for Quincy. Up the far sideline. He will attack, draw contact, and he gets called for the charge. He did a lot of things right until the very end right there.
And that's all you'll remember.
And that's his second, by the way. And see if he comes out because of that. Douglas came out. Avery Beeston, the junior, makes his first appearance, number 2. And, yeah, Griffith does check out with those 2 fouls. And Kenai Humphrey, who haven't even mentioned yet, I didn't bring it up in the pregame, but Humphrey had the go-ahead bucket to win the sophomore game tonight, 60-59 for Quincy.
Yeah, he's getting his fair share of basketball in today.
And that's a 3 out of the corner, no good. Humphrey has the rebound. Humphrey, bounce pass ahead to Lepper, is picked off. And now Quincy steals it right back. Clausel. He'll push. Head fake. Oh, he kind of lost his balance, but still lays it in.
Great job there to stay with it. Clausel having an early good showing here for him.
Kick out for a 3 here. Macon, no, and rebound Quincy. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Humphrey up the floor, had to put on the brakes, and now they'll set it up half court. Humphrey now open in the corner. No. Offensive rebound. Freiberg, he tried to feed it underneath the Beeston, and now Beeston will get called for a foul in the backcourt. Boy, turnovers.
They're racking up.
They're racking up. I've got 8 already for Quincy.
That's what I have, compared to Springfield's 5.
And now Douglas, that was a quick breather, and he's going to replace Clausel, who'll take his first break. 4:49 to go in the first half. Devils do lead it by 3, as they've actually shot it pretty darn well here in the first half, and now Springfield throws it away.
One of their best shooting performance from outside probably I've seen all year.
Yeah, well, half their field goals are 3-pointers. 4 threes and 4 twos. Easton goes backdoor with Freiberg, and he can't get it at the rim. Good idea.
He went up strong with it. That's what you want to see.
Wade, he'll step back, and that 3 is no good. Weak side rebound. Back up.
They had traveled.
Yeah, he did. Elijah Wade, who just checked back in, and he commits a turnover. So he's had a forgettable first half so far.
That's one way to put it.
2 fouls in the first minute of play. He sat the rest of the time. He comes back in and gets called for a travel. 4:15 to go in the first half. Humphrey looking inside, gives it to Lepper. He waits, kicks it out. Beeston, an open look. How about another one? Splashing them all over the place. 5 triples for the Blue Devils.
Right.
Big threes are brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Charles Schultz. That is an out-of-control drive, but he got hit on the way. And that Quincy foul will go on Beeston. That's his second.
Basketball can be fun when your shots are falling.
Right? Everybody loves playing when they go through the hoop. And Elijah Wade, they are going to say, that was 5 team fouls, so this is the bonus. So Wade will shoot a pair. And back of the rim, no good. 3:53 to go in this first half. Took his time and makes the second for his first point of the night. A little light full court man-to-man here. Swinging around the horn now. Tried to hit Freiberg back door and knocked out of bounds. Fossell's going to check back in.
And Douglas shouting to slow it down. I'd have to agree.
Tough spot to get it in. They finally do. Fossell off the dribble. Nice Euro step. Can't get it to go. Wade brings it up. Attacks, spins, tough, fadeaway, no. Offensive rebound, Jala back up, no. Freiberg able to find it. And then he threw it away. And Wade, he's going to get called. Huh, that's a good job by Humphrey to draw that call right there. The bigger, stronger Wade. And Humphrey draws the offensive foul.
He lucked out with that one because it wasn't a great turnover there right seconds before that. But they'll get it back.
And now Tate will replace Freiberg. 3:15 to go.
Looks like Tate got a haircut for the new year.
Yes, yes, he did. Fossell dribbled into a trap. He needs help, and a timeout is what he got help from his coach. 3 minutes to go, and gives us an opportunity here. First of all, timeouts are sponsored by McCleary Law. If you're injured, call or text McCleary Law at 2178. I'm hurt for a free case evaluation. So we noted in the pregame, Kyle, that Milton Whitfield in uniform for the first time all season. He went through warm-ups. He looked like a guy who
would play.
Could.
Right?
Certainly wants to, I'm sure, play. But we have not seen him yet, and based on the fact that we haven't seen him yet,
you would have to think we're not going to see what was going on there. It was probably a commonality. But it's a good sign for the future, you'd like to think. Have him warming up pregame. You don't just decide to do that for no reason.
Better than just being in street clothes and hanging out on the bench. So again, it's a very early precursor of I think what they hope is to come of getting Milton Whitfield back into action, but does not appear that it's going to be tonight.
Hey, but as it stands right now, they don't necessarily need him today. They're shooting the ball lights out, the Blue Devils.
5 3-pointers from 4 different guys, by the way. Clausel's got 2. Douglas, Lepper, and Beeston have all hit 1 as well.
Something's happening here. They might. The rest were wanting Quincy to speed things up there.
Yeah, The officials must have thought it was a 30. Quincy thought they had called a full timeout, and they hurry them out of the huddle. So a little miscommunication there, it appears. 3 minutes to go in the half. Wassell, look at the top of the key, left it short. And Springfield will head the other way.
Another good look. It's promising.
Elijah Wade, and they're going to call the bump right there and they're already in the bonus as Tate picks up his second. So Elijah Wade's going to get to shoot a pair of free throws again. Three different Blue Devils with 2 fouls apiece now. Not a huge deal, but certainly don't want anybody picking up their third before the half. As Wade rolls in the first one. And left that one way short. Rebound Douglas. So still a 4-point lead for Quincy. And they run Lepper up top. Oh, they ran the little picket fence for him, and he missed the three-pointer, but another offensive rebound. Douglas tried to kick it to the corner, and another turnover. That's number 10 on Quincy in the half.
Douglas doing
as Macon hits a three. He's got 7 big points here in the second quarter, keeping Springfield in it as they're back within 1. Douglas avoided the double team. Clausell, he's open again and rattles in and out. 2 minutes to go in the half. Clausell chasing Macon. He got rid of it. Elijah Wade now. Almost lost his dribble. Now does. Hands it to Macon. Pull up jumper, no. Rebound Humphrey. Kanai trying to push. Kicks out. Lepper three. No. Well, they've gone cold all of a sudden. Oh, Tate, though, took it away. Tate, and he got fouled. Good hustle by Avion. And that's the second foul on Macon. Only the third team foul, so no bonus yet for Quincy as 3 subs checking in. Beeston, Freiberg, and Griffith all coming in. Douglas, Humphrey, and Tate out. Oh, he had Griffith underneath and didn't see him on the inbounds there. Wassell, had the pocket pass, but it went right past Lepper. Now Lepper posts. He backs in, goes to the hook. There it is. Good patience there by Brennan.
I like when he's developing that confidence in his post play there.
9 points in the half. Is that a travel? Yes, it is. As Elijah Wade, second time he's been called for steps. That's 8 turnovers on Springfield. And now Lepper out. So this is about as small as the Blue Devils go right here. With Lepper off the floor, you got Freiberg out there as the tallest listed player at 6'3". Three-point lead, minute to go in the half. Clausell just kind of playing keep away here. Beeston gets a look here, though. Fires, left it short.
A deep one.
Tate, another steal. Beeston, driving kick. Clausell, nice fake, leans in, got it. Joel's now with 10 points. 30 seconds left.
This aggressive nature defense for the Blue Devils has been good to see.
And there's a reach-in foul, and that's going to be 2 more free throws.
You know, Springfield will get a a rebound there, and Quincy, they won't just run back. They'll apply pressure immediately and try and get something to work, and it's going well for them on that end.
Now Tate, excuse me, sorry, Ken.
Forcing a few turnovers based on that, just trapping them on their rebounds.
As Horton misses the first free throw, that was the third foul on Tate, so Lepper's going to have to check back in here for the final 23.8 seconds. Griffith also comes out as Humphrey returns. For Springfield, you got Bazemore, number 2, checking back in, and so is Peach, number 21. As missing them both is Horton. 20 seconds left, and boy, Quincy almost turned it over again. Andy Douglas is just in stare down mode right now. He didn't move for about 5 seconds after that.
Frightening for that to happen.
15 seconds. Up by 5, though. Chance to build it into the halftime locker room. Lossell keeping it. Lepper, middle of the paint, leans in, off the window.
He had the mismatch there, and he took advantage of it.
And a heave at the buzzer is going nowhere. How about largest lead of the game as they go to the half? 33-26 Blue Devils. I don't think it's much of a stretch, Kyle, to say that might be one of the best halves they've played all season.
I would say it probably is the best half if we're talking opponent, right? This is a good Springfield team with a good record at 11-5, and I mean they just whoop them around a little bit there. I like to think a lot of early on signs of it of being those 3 balls going in early. They had a lot of that going well for them. That lid kind of closed here towards the end of the half.
to quote you during the first half, basketball can actually be fun when it's going in the hole.
Exactly. We all know that, right?
And I think the Blue Devils played like it.
Yeah, they
right?
were having fun, and it's contagious.
Yep.
I would think.
No doubt. Certainly fun to see him playing well. And up by 7 at the half. We'll be back after this on WGEM.
If you've been in a motor vehicle accident, contact McCleary Law.
There was nowhere to go. We were on a bridge.
All of a sudden, a guy started going over in our lane and hit us head on.
I couldn't even breathe. It was just unbelievable that it even happened.
We needed to get a hold of an attorney, and our first thoughts was to get a hold of Dan McCleary. Everything's pretty easy when you deal with Dan.
He got us way more than we expected to get.
We don't charge anything until we win your case. Call McCleary Law.
Some things just go together, like your bones, your joints, and when you need us, you and the Quincy Medical Group Orthopedics and Sports Medicine team. Our expert orthopedics team is performing knee replacements at our QMG Surgery Center. Your total knee replacement is our total focus, and we're committed to getting you moving again fast. We'll have you up in no time, and you'll be home the same day. We'll be with you every step of your recovery, so you can get back to your life. QMG Orthopedics and you, always a joint effort.
Is it time for a career makeover? For 14 years, Tri-State residents have made a career change and have turned dreams into a reality with help from the John Wood Community College Career Makeover. Register online now at jwcc.edu/makeover for your chance to win full tuition, fees, and books from John Wood Community College. You deserve the chance for a career makeover from WGEM and John Wood Community College Foundation.
Every first matters.
The first alarm, the first cup of coffee, and the first look at what your day can bring.
And WGEM is right there with you with your first alert.
Breaking overnight, we are live.
So what's happening right now? We go into first alert later this afternoon for strong to severe thunderstorms.
And your first look at what could impact your morning.
This fire started around 4:30 this morning.
No matter where you choose to watch, WGEM is here to start your day.
Every first, every morning, we're here. WGEM News Today.
We're back. It's halftime here at Blue Devil Gym. Brock Hampsmeyer and Kyle Ainsworth with you, and your halftime is brought to you by Refreshment Services Pepsi. Blue Devils with one of, if not maybe their best half of basketball so far this season against a Springfield team that comes in with a 11-5 record. Blue Devils enjoying their largest lead right now at the half, 33-26. we'll get to the full first half numbers. Let me get that out after a few more tabulations here. And we'll share with you a few thoughts as well on what we saw in that first half. And it was good stuff from the Blue Devils. More to come after this on WGEM.
Happiness starts with a smile, and Advanced Dental Care gives you more reasons to smile. Passion, focus, precision. At Advanced Dental Care, quality care is our commitment to you. Whether it's your first visit or a routine checkup, get the care you deserve. Choose Advanced Dental Care, where we offer comprehensive dental care and orthodontic services for children and adults. Comfortable, compassionate care. ADVDentalCare.com. 4561 Main Street. Schedule your appointment today. New patients welcome. At Advanced Dental Care, we'll make you smile.
Don't let injuries put you on the sideline. Quincy Medical Group's free sports injury clinic is your path to swift recovery. Our expert orthopedics and sports medicine team specializes in treating sports-related injuries with free evaluations from 7 to 9 a.m. every Monday through Friday. We also offer free sports concussion screenings weekdays in Quincy. No appointments are necessary. Get your game back on with QMG's free sports injury clinic. Visit QuincyMedGroup.com/sports injury.
I'm Natalie Will. Every month I have the honor of surprising an amazing teacher with a WGEM Golden Apple Award. Now, I need your help finding the next honoree. Students, parents, if there's a teacher making a difference in your life, nominate them at WGEM.com. Let's celebrate the teachers who inspire us every day. Nominate your teacher for the WGEM Golden Apple Award.
The WGEM Golden Apple Awards, sponsored by Hy-Vee, Pro, and State Street Bank.
Oh, it's been fantastic. From setup to, the first crowd coming through, it's just been fantastic. It's my first year doing the show, and so it's really been rewarding to get to, meet with people and just really get my business out there, my message out there, and what I offer. I should say it's a great opportunity for small businesses to really market their product and their service and get their message out there for the community. It's really great networking.
All right, we're back at halftime, and let's get to the first half numbers. Your halftime stat sheet brought to you by Tri-City Sports. You can find them in the main center in downtown Quincy. Customize your team with Tri-City Sports. For the Blue Devils, Brennan Lepper leading the way with 11 points. Joel Fossell had 10. Parker Douglas with 4. Avion Tate and Avery Beeston with 3 apiece. And Tim Griffith with a bucket as well for 2. Total of 33. 4 of 8 at the free throw line, and I had Quincy for 10 turnovers. For Springfield, they were led by Jameer Macon off the bench with 7 points, all in the second quarter. Noah Wade had 6. Ed Horton with 5. And 2 apiece for 4 other players for a total of 26. They were 4 of 9 at the free throw line, and I had the Senators for 9 turnovers in your first half. It was tied at the end of the first, back and forth throughout that first quarter, and then Quincy managed to play with the lead most of that second quarter, Kyle, and here they are enjoying their largest lead so far.
Yeah, and what's interesting here is most of Quincy points, all of them but 3 are coming from starters compared to Springfield, where they're getting quite the production from their bench. 11 points off the bench. I'm curious to see how that goes in the second half. If Quincy decides to just continue to roll those starters out, since they're getting great production from them in general. And, we pointed out the Wade brothers, Elijah just 2. Kind of see, how that progresses going forward as well.
Let's get you a couple of highlights real quick here. Those are brought to you by Nutrition HQ. Home of TB16. Increase energy, reduce cravings, and boost your mood with TB16.
That was that friendly roll that Parker Douglas got.
And we'll keep moving on here. And there's that ball movement, and Clausell, another one of those triples from the top of the key. Again, Quincy hit 5 3-pointers in that first half.
Ball movement that Andy's been talking a lot about.
Brennan Lepper in the post as well. Again, he led the way with 11 points. A taste of what was working in the first half for Quincy. Now we'll see if they can keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, they'll play with a cushion here, a 7-point cushion with just 2 quarters of play.
And we'll be back for that third quarter right after this on WGEM.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, doors and more. 5, 6, per via pick. 7, 8, windows are great. 9, 10, do it again.
Doors and more. What's the more?
Windows!
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
The home show is a great investment for us. The process of getting set up and working with WGM is awesome. The home show this year has been really good for us. A lot of foot traffic, people coming through, some familiar faces, some new. It's a great way for us to get out and just kind of be in front of the general public and let them know we're here for anything that they might need throughout the year. The home show is nice because it brings in people from all over the tri-state area. The home show's meant a lot to BNN. WGM does a great job representing our business the way we want.
Every first matters.
The first alarm, the first cup of coffee, and the first look at what your day can bring.
And WGEM is right there with you with your first alert.
Breaking overnight, we are live on...
So what's happening right now? We go into first alert later this afternoon for strong to severe thunderstorms.
And your first look at what could impact your morning.
This fire started around 4:30 this morning.
No matter where you choose to watch, WGEM is here to start your day.
Every first, every morning, we're here. WGEM News Today.
Comfort. It's a basic necessity. It can be a treat, a cozy place. Often, it's each other. It's something we feel, feeling comfortable. Since 1955, Peters Heating and Air, along with Carrier, has kept comfort in stock. We know that, in good times or bad, one of the most inherent things we ask for is this simple feeling. That's something we'll always provide and preserve. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Peters Heating and Air.
You know, you make a better door than a window.
Actually, we make both. Doors and more. What's the more?
And we're back and underway. Third quarter here at Blue Devil Gym. And unfortunately, a quick turnover to start the second half by Quincy, number 11. Not the way that Andy Douglas drew it up. 7-point lead, though, for Quincy as Springfield moves towards us in our corner perch here at Blue Devil Gym now. Jala out of the high post down to Elijah Wade. Kicks it out. Peach will keep firing, and he still hasn't made one tonight. And Freiberg, who starts the second half and then inexplicably tried to hit Lepper up the floor and threw it away. Now out of the corner. That three is good. Peach finally hits one off another Quincy turnover.
What they'll say, shooters will shoot. And he's certainly firing away.
He has not been shy. Lepper working hard down there as Quincy works it around the perimeter. Minute into the third quarter. Faucell, free throw line jumper is there, and he can't get it to go. And now up the floor. Yep, he's going to keep firing. This time steps back and missed it.
He's seeking those out.
I believe he's 1 for 7 now. I don't keep track, but that's about where I
feels right.
It's in that neighborhood.
Yeah, I'd beg you're pretty close.
Douglas working the pick. Gives it up instead. Pretty patient here by Quincy. Faucell then tried to fire to the post. It's deflected into the backcourt. And saved, but to Quincy. And boy, they had numbers there for a moment, but Freiberg didn't push it up the floor. And another turnover. Boy, oh boy. That's 3 already here in the third. And
that's the quickest way to dissipate a 7-point lead early on.
And the quickest way to get Avion Tate checked back into the ball game as well.
Yep.
Replacing Freiberg. 5:45, third quarter. That 3 by Peach, the only scoring so far at either end. Elijah Wade, and he gets it to go off the backboard. His first field goal tonight. 5 straight to start the third by the Senators. Cuts it to a 2-point game. Griffith is stuck. He's able to find Clausell, though. Straight man-to-man here by the Senators, too. They played a lot of zone in the first half. Tate goes baseline, kicks opposite. Oh, Clausell passed up an open look and then nearly threw it away.
You have to think they switched to that man-to-man because that zone was allowing Quincy to find those open threes, and they were just capitalizing. So maybe they're daring Quincy to kind of attack them more downhill and in the paint now.
Under 5 to go in the third quarter already. And Quincy doesn't quite seem on the same page yet going against man-to-man here to start the third quarter. Clausell drives in. Look out. Jeez. As Noah Wade went for a ride.
I believe that'll be on him. Yep.
You usually need a saddle to
to ride the horse.
Go on that kind of a trip.
Yeah.
That's the second on Noah Wade. Well, Lepper pops out. He'll fire. Left it short. And now Wade pushing off the board. And he beats everybody down, but then threw it away. Griffith, he'll attack. And then he threw it away. Man, oh man.
I just don't know if Tate's ready for it. If he's...
Man, this feels like Quincy's playing hot potato right now.
Just not really on the same page, everybody.
And Andy Douglas.
And that's why one of those gets called.
Yeah. The joys of a young, inexperienced basketball team.
Or the tale of two halves can be very different. And that's kind of what we're seeing here now.
Well, and look, it's not like turnovers weren't a problem in the first half because they were. It's just they're coming in bunches here to start this third quarter. Timeouts, once again, are sponsored by McCleary Law. If you're injured, call or text McCleary Law, 217-8, I'm hurt, for a free case evaluation. So let's see here. You got both Wades, Horton, Peach, and Jala, the starting 5 for the Senators. Douglas, Clausell, Tate, Lepper, and Griffith for Quincy. And that's a pull-up by Noah Wade. Good for 2. And he's got 8 points now. And it is 7-0 Springfield so far here in the third quarter, and they've tied it. High-low, Tate lobs in. Lepper, good catch. He was too far under the hoop, though, and had to kick it back out.
And he let him a little too much.
Now Lepper up top. He'll look inside, and he lobs it, but, ooh. Oh, they're going to say Peach touched it. Springfield doesn't believe it, but Quincy will take it.
Well, it certainly will.
I thought for a second there he was going to call Peach for a foul.
Fair.
With the initial signal, but no, he just said he got a fingertip on it. Now Lepper being fronted in the post. Clausell, he's far too out on the floor there. Now Lepper steps out. Tate cutting to the block, and another turnover. Man, oh man.
And this man defense is starting to give Quincy some fits here.
They're just, yeah.
And they're looking down there. They're looking to attack the paint, and that's what you want to do here, but it's just a lot of errant passes when they go that way.
Ruff doesn't do it justice to this start to the third quarter for Quincy. Scoreless so far with 3:25 to go. And there's a bad pass by Springfield. And, that I think might have gone off at Tate.
It Probably did. I would have to agree. But Quincy will take the break where they can get it.
That's the 11th Springfield turnover. And keeps the game tied for the moment. Lepper holds it now, gives it up to Clausell. Jewels, he had Lepper cutting, and a bounce pass that didn't get through. Now pull up, Noah Wade, no, and
looks like he was in his landing zone there.
And that's going to be not only a 3-point shot foul, but that's the 4th on Tate. First foul of the quarter, but it's on a 3-point shot, and Noah Wade misses the first. That's the one thing. Quincy found a team that shoots free throws worse than they do. As they're now 4 of 10. 5 of 11 as he hits the second. Tate out with those 4 fouls. Beeston replaces him. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. That did give Springfield the lead and extends their run to start the third quarter here to 8-0 and make it 9 as he makes 2 out of 3. Noah Wade now into double figures with 10. Can Quincy break the ice here in the third quarter? Clausell waits for Lepper to get to the post, but can't get it to him. Takes it to the baseline. Nice up, and he draws the foul.
That's one way.
And that'll be on Jala. His second. And Clausell, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He had 10 points in the first half.
Looking to give Quincy their first points of this half.
And there it is. He led the way with 10 in the loss at UT last night, so double figures in both games this weekend for the sophomore. And he has not tied it, as that just danced around before it fell off. And now Wade through traffic, tough runner, and that bounces in.
Yeah, they're going to do something about him.
He is asserting himself again. Noah Wade up to 12 points, 6 here in the third. And Griffith threw it away. Turnovers really piling up here in the third. Griffith, though, just took it right back. Parker Douglas down the middle of the floor. Ball fake, and he draws the foul.
Bold for him to go up with that.
It was a good ball fake, but I'm not so sure he shouldn't have actually given it to Lepper on that.
Yeah, he went head first into Springfield's biggest guy down there. But hey, he drew the foul, so
yep,
he has a chance here.
Exactly 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And gets the roll on that first one. Horton out and Jameer Macon in. Macon had a big second quarter with 7 points to help Springfield hang in as Parker Douglas makes both. He's now got 6 points. 1 point game again. Noah Wade. Tough take and count it. That's going to be on Clausell, his second. And Noah Wade kind of taking over here.
Yeah, he's taking matters into his own hands.
That's his third field goal of the quarter. He's got a couple of free throws as well, and he's going to try to make this one a 3-point play.
He's got 8 in this quarter alone.
14, he missed it, but his brother gets the rebound. And they're going to say he double dribbled. Boy, Elijah Wade. Got a feel for the young man. He's got called for a couple of travels, now a double dribble.
Started the game with 2 quick fouls.
He's sitting on 4 points. He's watching Noah carry the load, though. Lepper backing his way all the way in. Little hook shot.
See, and that's kind of what I've been waiting to see them do here.
They need more of that because he's been good down there tonight. Just hasn't got many opportunities. Noah Wade, step back. Double foul underneath. That bucket's going to count, I believe. Jala and Clausel. They call a double foul. That's number 3 on Clausel. And I believe that's number 3 on Jala as well. Although maybe he's signaling like that was his 4th.
But you're right, that will count. Is that Wade again, too?
Yeah, it was. So Jala out. But that 3 by Wade pushes Springfield's lead to 4. Douglas, nice drive. Fake and draws another foul. That'll be Macon. That's his 3rd. And Parker Douglas back to the line for 2 more. Took Quincy a long time to get going here in the 3rd quarter. That 8-0 run to start the quarter by Springfield looms large here as they've regained the lead.
It took them Quincy about 5 to 6 minutes to really get anything going on offense.
That's just their 6th point of the quarter. Douglas made the first. And not the second. Out of bounds. It'll be Springfield ball. So a 3-point game. Quincy was up 7 at the half, but now trailing by 3.
And they need an answer for this fella right here. Stop him, you might have a chance.
And here he is out of the corner. Working on Clausel. Now gives it to his brother in the post. And, yep. They're going to call it.
That was an easy call.
Griffith. It was either going to be a charge or a flop. And he draws the foul on Elijah Wade. That's his 3rd. And, boy, there are 12 combined turnovers in the 3rd quarter. 7 by Quincy, 5 by Springfield. 35 seconds to go. Douglas, pull up, top of the key, no. And rebound Springfield, leaking out. Macon, stripped on the way up. Peach throws up a wild one, no. Quincy now a chance.
Might as well hold for the final shot here.
Unless you get a layup. Oh, and Douglas can't finish. Andy Douglas wanted a goaltend, I think. No call going the other way. And Wade into all kinds of contact. No, got his own rebound, and he'll shoot 2.
So they were calling it on the floor there. Okay.
Well.
Are they in the bonus?
They are not.
He was pointing to the floor, which confuses me.
Yeah. Beeston picks up his 3rd, but it's going to be Noah Wade. Back to the line for 2 more free throws. I've run out of room in my 3rd quarter box for all of his scoring.
Oh, he missed the first there.
He did. 4 field goals. And this is his 5th and 6th trip to the free throw line in the quarter. As he is single-handedly pushed Springfield out in front. He missed them both, though.
Gotta go.
Final seconds. Douglas pulls up for 3. Ooh. In and out. That would have been a huge shot to tie it. Instead, Quincy's down by 3 as we head to the 4th here on WGEM.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the Dew.
Fourth quarter here at Blue Devil Gym. First home game of 2026 for Quincy. They led by 7 at the half, but Springfield's flipped the script in the third quarter, and they now lead it by 3 as we start the fourth quarter, brought to you by Refreshment Services Pepsi.
Outscoring Quincy 16-6 that quarter. 11 of those points coming from Noah Wade, where Quincy's definitely going to need to find an answer here for as he brings the ball up here now.
Peach keeps firing. He misses another 3. Beeston has it poked away. Macon to the floor. It is
ping pong.
Look out. Hey, Quincy actually moves it up the floor now after everybody touched it there. And another turnover. Here comes Wade. Wade, scoop, no. Kenai Humphrey fighting for the rebound. Instead, back up and in by Robinson. His second bucket of the night. 5-point Springfield lead to start the fourth quarter now. It is Douglas, Humphrey, Griffith, Beeston, and Lepper for Quincy. Lepper double teamed in the post, steps through anyway, and the foul is called now.
I thought they may have called a travel there, but he gets the foul.
So they're going to say it was as he went up the first time, then he lost it, got it back, then he laid it in. So the bucket does not count.
So that's why they didn't call for a travel.
Exactly. So Lepper will shoot 2 instead as Peach picks up the foul and can't hit it. Lepper now 2 out of 5 at the free throw line tonight. Beeston out, Clausell back in.
Here, Noah Wade's going to take a seat for Springfield. Should open an opportunity for the Blue Devils now. You'd like to think so, at least.
Lepper makes the second. He's up to 14 points tonight to lead Quincy. Elijah Wade posting. And Lepper comes over to help and commits the foul. That's actually his first tonight. At least by my count, anyway. And it'll be Elijah Wade to the line for 2, where he is 2 out of 4 tonight. Neither team is putting on a shooting display at the free throw line tonight.
One way to put it.
And that definitely wasn't one either.
Yeah, that trend will continue here.
7:06 to play. Elijah Wade stuck on 4 points. Doesn't get the roll. Griffith with the rebound. Clausell double team, so he gets rid of it. And now ahead to Humphrey. Easy to say, not as easy to do to get it inside to Lepper as they are really paying attention to him. Lepper now throws up the hook. It won't go. But that was a tough spot to shoot that from. Macon, quick 3 out of the corner, no. Humphrey avoiding the Wolf. Up the floor, bounce pass ahead to Douglas, no. And yeah, Humphrey got fouled on the rebound. Good job by Kenai to get on the offensive glass.
Got the 5'9" kid jumping up there for the offensive rebound.
Well, it was that's because he had the 5'6" Horton beside him.
That's fair enough.
So a rare opportunity.
Yeah. Take advantage of it when you can.
And that's got to be a shooting foul. Yeah,
that's what Andy's asking for here.
I mean, he's going up for the offensive rebound. Yeah,
clearly a putback attempt. Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. That is the correct call, albeit a delayed one. And so Humphrey, who has yet to score here in the varsity contest tonight, does now. Again, he had the game-winning bucket in the sophomore game that Quincy won 60-59. 6.5 to play here at Blue Devil Gym. And it's a 2-point game as Humphrey makes both. Horton, he had an idea, but he threw it too low, and that's a Springfield turnover. Their first of the fourth quarter, but 15th of the night. And Macon checks out as Robinson's back in, along with Horton, Bazemore, Elijah Wade, and Peach for the Senators. Humphrey attacks off the dribble all the way down the middle of the paint, and it went out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it touched him. He was laying on the baseline. Tough break there.
Still still an opportunity here for Quincy with Noah Wade on the bench.
Douglas hounding Horton. And now Humphrey steps in front and a jump ball and possession arrow. Quincy ball.
All right.
Humphrey creates another turnover. And what they lack in size with Humphrey and Douglas both on the floor, they certainly make up for with quickness and being pesky on defense.
You kind of have to, right?
Clausell might have just hurt himself as he put on the brakes on that last take, but now he's going to come get the ball. 5:38 to go.
Showing great patience here.
Humphrey driving, blocked. Peach erases it from behind. Here comes Wade. Wide open in the corner up the floor. Missed the three. Peach with the offensive rebound. And timeout called by Springfield.
Well, that Springfield offense is slowed down, but you can't help but think that's because a certain somebody's been off the court.
Which, I gotta be honest, I'm pretty shocked that Noah Wade's been off the floor this long.
Yeah, it's been almost the entire fourth quarter, it feels like. Can't imagine it'll be much longer. He may even come back in here.
5:22 to play. Nope, he's going to stay out. Almost as if Coach Causley is kind of challenging this group on the floor to get the job done here.
Well, it's an opportunity for Quincy High here to make some noise.
Here's a dribble drive and got a step but missed it, and Tate tied up on the rebound, and that's going to mean it's going to stay here with the Senators.
Tate back in with those 4 fouls, something to pay attention to.
Douglas, Humphrey, Griffith, Tate, and Lepper for the Blue Devils. And this is a Springfield team that came in at 11-5 as Douglas pokes it into the backcourt and nearly over and back right there. Now Humphrey takes it away. And Kenai leans in and he's fouled.
Kenai's showing some aggressiveness there on both sides of the ball.
Bazemore picks up his first, and Humphrey back to the free throw line where he made a pair earlier here in the fourth.
Chance here to tie this thing up.
Got the first. All 3 of his points at the line here in the fourth. As he pulls double duty tonight, played most of the sophomore game, now playing key minutes here in the fourth quarter of the varsity game. We're tied at 44.
I like to think he made that free throw because we didn't jinx it. I was going to say he's perfect from the line today.
Appreciate that. Good restraint shown by you.
Yeah. Hey, we have a rule too sometimes, right?
Well, we like to think so anyway. Deflection and another steal. Griffith to the bucket, and that's blocked. That's a nice play by Wade on the recovery there to deny Griffith. But Quincy will keep it out of bounds. And here comes old number 0.
Yeah, it's about that time.
4:27 to play, and make note of that. It's tied right now. We'll see how much of a difference Noah Wade makes. I tell you, Peach is doing a pretty good job fighting with Lepper down there. Now Brennan steps out. In the paint, Douglas. Couple of fakes. Nearly lost it. Able to recover. Now trying to get organized again.
Yep, no reason to rush your offense here.
Griffith around the high pick. Gives it up. Under 4 to play.
The most ball movement I've seen from this team in a long time.
Yep. And still working it. Lob inside, not a good look. Nowhere close to Lepper. Quincy turnover.
Almost got it back there.
And now Tate took it away from Noah Wade. What a play. And then Humphrey, I think, just got fouled. Ooh, or do they call a jump ball? Wow.
It should be Quincy ball, right?
Yeah, it is. It is on the possession arrow, but as Peach got the worst of that, as he got a piece of a Humphrey elbow there. 3:29 to play. Quincy gets the ball back as we stay tied at 44. Who's going to come up with plays down the stretch here? Lepper, tough backdoor, and Douglas.
He double dribbled.
Oof. It was deflected. That was a weird looking play.
When it comes to making plays, I'd like to see him look Lepper's way here. I'd like to show him he's had against some of Springfield's bigs.
Wade spins on Humphrey, but he missed it. Got his own underneath, stripped by Tate.
I love Tate's hands today.
Boy. And now they're on top of Tate on the floor.
It's going to be a foul. No one had no Springfield player even had a hand on that ball.
Well, the official hasn't made an official call yet. Now they are going to call it, and it is a foul on Robinson because he clearly jumped on top of Tate on the floor there. And then you had players exchanging pleasantries afterwards, which isn't going to accomplish anything.
If anything, it'll accomplish free throws for an opponent.
Douglas checks out. Clausell back in. 3 minutes to go in what is becoming a hotly contested one down the stretch.
Yeah, motion's starting to get the best of some players.
Humphrey avoiding the pressure, and there is the reach in.
Springfield, that's going to be their 15th foul.
Bazemore, his second, and that'll put Quincy in the bonus.
All right.
And Humphrey back to the line for two. There was
a lot happening.
Yeah, there was a discussion going on with one official and Coach Causley down here. I was keeping an eye on as Humphrey puts Quincy back in front with that first free throw right there.
There's been a lot going on these past, minute or two.
Before and after plays.
Yeah.
Bazemore checks out. Horton back in for the Senators, and Humphrey 6 for 6 at the line here in the fourth quarter, and Quincy's back up by 2. And Humphrey tried to pick Wade's pocket, and he'll get called for the reach in.
It was a good idea. He almost got away with that. It was almost a clean steal.
2:45 to play. That's only the second team foul on Quincy. So Springfield's got 3 more to go before they get in the bonus. Off the inbound, here's Noah Wade going to work. Thought about the step back. Tried to dump it down low. Stolen by Clausell. And now he almost gave it right back. Loose ball on the floor.
Jump.
And we got a jump ball.
Bodies on the floor a lot this game. Here in the last minute or so. Jump. Yep.
And it's going to stay with the Senators on that one. Turnovers are piling up for both teams, both near 20 now. Into the hands of Wade, working on Griffith. Drives, wild shot, no. Leper, all kinds of hands around him.
All
now
by himself.
Tate, wide open for the lay-in.
You wanted to dunk that. I'm happy he didn't.
4-point Quincy lead with just over 2 to play.
Yeah, they forgot all about him.
And a driving Horton high off the window. No. Leper, another good rebound in traffic, and he is fouled.
Leper is doing a great job showing his dominance, using his body down there. Springfield doesn't have an answer for him when it comes to the boards. Truly, they don't.
Robinson picks up that foul, and again, every foul sends Quincy to the free throw line the rest of the way. It'll be Brennan Leper this time. Some toughness and grit being shown by these young Blue Devils right now as well.
Team that just did not get discouraged where they easily could have in that third quarter.
Yeah. Got outscored 16-6. Did not play well in that third quarter, but they're answering so far here in the fourth. As Leper rattles in the first. Nyongo Jala back in, and Noah Wade back out.
It's interesting, to say the least.
He's jawing with his coach right now. That tells me all I need to know.
That actually might be your answer there, why he's on the bench.
6-point Quincy lead. That's Elijah Wade pull-up jumper good. Just his second field goal cuts it to a 4-point game. And a little pressure here by Springfield.
No reason to rush anything. Take your time and all opportunities.
Humphrey into the paint. Try to dish it off. It's deflected. It's loose.
Point A.
And it's turnover. Now Wade. Elijah, that is. Flips it up top. Minute 24 to go. Elijah for three. No. Rebound. Jala right over the top of Clausel. No. Tate with the rebound, and he's fouled. And that'll be on Horton. And now Avion Tate will get a couple of free throws. And
I can only imagine Douglas telling us to slow things down when you get to that half court.
And this is where, like it or not, the poor free throw shooting.
It comes into play. Which, to be fair, I'm not going to say anything. I just don't want to jinx anything.
Well, yeah, they've been okay tonight. Obviously,
that's where I was going.
Especially Humphrey here in the fourth quarter.
That's how.
But Tate, he's 1 for 3 tonight now.
It's the free throw. It's been better today than it has in the past.
If you're going to get anybody there with this group on the floor right now, you'd prefer it be Humphrey or Clausel, as Tate missed them both. Minute 10 to go. Still a 4-point game.
No matter what happens here, you want Quincy to try and kill as much time as possible.
Humphrey hounding Horton. Under a minute to go now. Andy Douglas wanted a 5 count there. Didn't get it. Contested 3. Off the rim. No. Put back. Elijah Wade. And timeout. Timeout Springfield. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining now. It's a 2-point game.
So your goal here is simply get it past half court, right? Springfield, they're going to try and force a turnover. They've been doing it all day. It's clearly what they're looking for here. So get the ball past half court, make them foul you.
Well, and it's interesting. Timeouts, by the way, are sponsored by McCleary Law. If you're injured, call or text McCleary Law 217-8. I'm hurt for a free case evaluation. This is a situation Quincy just hasn't been in this season.
No, the free throw game.
Even in the games they've won.
Yeah.
They have not had to play this possession-type game down the stretch, albeit, the Granite City game was really the only one. The one win down at Collinsville in the tournament. And they barely hung on in that one.
So let's hope, Kenai Humphrey out there. Let's hope they get that ball into his hands here at the half court.
And they churn it over under the hoop, and Wade lays it in to tie it. Yeah, Clausel's fouled right there on the catch by Horton.
That wasn't necessary, as it is a tied game.
And you got 43.4 seconds to go now.
I'm actually very confused. That's a lapse of, that's a mental error by Springfield.
Well, he's trying to get a steal, but that's not a good excuse. And Clausel hits the first to put Quincy back in front.
And now he's going to sit him. So both Wade brothers on the bench here. Those two players we pointed out in pregame.
Jameer Macon replaced him. Clausel hits both. He's got 13. 2-point Quincy lead, 40 seconds to go. Driving. Lepper, a block. And it touched the baseline out of bounds. It'll stay with the Senators.
Very curious who the go-to guy here is for Springfield now.
And that is a turnover. Yep. Yes, it is. Humphrey forced it off of Horton. And I don't think you can underscore the difference that Kenai Humphreys made here in the fourth quarter.
He's had a heck of a day, hasn't he? Both games.
They tried to get Douglas in, but he got to the table too late. 30 seconds. Clausel having trouble getting it up the floor. Just got it across half court. Timeout.
Good timeout there by Coach.
Oh, man. And Clausel in pain. I don't know if he's just cramping up or what happened. He's being worked on by the trainer. Timeout, Quincy. 23.6 seconds to go. You hope that's all it is.
Well, take your time here.
That was strange. That was strange looking as that play ended and they called timeout. Clausel all of a sudden, reaching for his leg in pain.
He's being stretched out as if it is some sort of muscle.
Well, that's it's both an injury and a timeout. Brought to you by McCleary Law.
These are 24 seconds, though. Fifth under.
Stressful moments down the stretch here.
It's been a stressful quarter, I feel like.
Yeah, it feels like,
drama-filled.
Both teams struggling to hold on to the ball, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Turnovers galore.
Drama-filled. Both teams very emotional throughout this game.
Well, based on the way he's acting right now, even if they do get him stretched out, I don't see how Clausel's going to be able to stay in this game. Yeah, I mean, he's in a lot of pain.
Can't even put much pressure on that foot, that leg.
And it's going to be, Humphrey. Douglas replaces Clausel. He was going to check in anyway. Probably wasn't going to be for Clausel, though. 23.6 seconds. Quincy trying to hang on, up by 2.
So obviously right here you're trying to get the ball to either Douglas or Humphrey.
Backcourt to Douglas. How long will Springfield wait?
Did his job, got to the half court.
A lot of dribbling around, got it to Lepper. Surprised they didn't foul him. A turnover. Springfield the other way, and a foul, and they're going to say 2 shots.
He was not going for a shot there, so that's debatable.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
Humphrey picks up the foul. Yeah, he immediately signaled 2. See, even Springfield didn't think it was a shooting foul.
I mean, he didn't even try and go for a motion of a shot. He completely fell over. But regardless, here we are.
And Jameer Macon at the line for 2, down by 2. It's the first. He had those 7 big points in the second quarter. Hadn't scored since until right there. 8.8 seconds to go. Second one to tie it. Good. And timeout Springfield. How about clutch free throws by Jameer Macon to tie it at 52. And now Quincy has possession, and they'll try to go down and win it.
Well, what do you do here? How many timeouts?
I believe both teams still have one remaining.
Okay, well, this gives you the opportunity here to probably, I'd imagine they're going to bring the ball up half court and call another timeout for Quincy and get something out of the half court.
Possibly, unless somebody's got a head of steam and got your man beat. Go ahead and try to take it to the bucket because, again, Quincy's been in the bonus for a long time now, so force the issue.
And you know what? Springfield's been playing fairly aggressive on defense. They could get a little overzealous and potentially foul a guy here.
I kind of just expect this, again, especially with Clausell off the floor right now, nursing that cramp or whatever it is. I'd say it's either Douglas or Humphrey.
Yep.
Whoever gets the ball, go and try to make a play.
Be them kind of looking for the ball here, but you could also see, I imagine Lepper will be hanging out around half court.
Yeah, safety valve. Got to go the length of the floor, 8.8 seconds. Tie ball game. Quincy trying to pull off a thriller here maybe in the first home game of 2026. Humphrey. Will he give it up or will he go? He'll go. It was tipped away and it goes off of Griffith out of bounds underneath.
Well, they're not going to be able to get anything half court here, so
2.2 seconds left for Springfield, and they're going to use their last timeout to try to draw something up here to get a decent look to try to win it in regulation. If not, we're probably headed to overtime.
You know what? It wasn't a bad look there that Quincy drew up.
Yeah, Humphrey kind of had it, looked like almost had it poked away from behind maybe, and I don't think it was actually meant to be a pass. It just went in Griffith's direction, and he reacted, and it went off his hand.
He was going down full head of steam. If that doesn't get poked out, I think he has a legit shot there to get a floater or something to go.
Yep, something towards the bucket, and turns into a turnover, which, again, there have been far too many of those for Quincy tonight. Actually, if you look at it just through that vacuum, Quincy's they're actually lucky that they're in a tie ball game with as many turnovers as they have. I've got 24.
Yeah. Springfield, they've got quite the turnovers themselves as well.
They do. I've got them right at 20.
44 turnovers in a game. That's the number.
Oof. 2.2 seconds. Will Springfield get a decent look before the end of regulation? Jollett inbound. Fires it down the floor, and it's
a foul.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's an offensive foul.
Yeah. A push-off. Horton throws the forearm.
And it was clear as day.
Quincy's going to get free throws. Because that's a loose ball. That's not a player control foul. That's an off-the-ball foul, so they get free throws.
And it was clear.
My goodness.
The offensive pass interference, if you will.
Parker Douglas to the line for two. And he gives Quincy the lead. Wow.
How about that, Brock?
Of all things that you would tell me were going to happen on that play.
That's the last one, I'd imagine.
That was not on my bingo card. Douglas missed it. Rebound. And timeout called immediately. So they did have one left.
I didn't know they had a timeout.
I thought they were out, but I miscounted apparently. They are now. So.
Oh, wow. Well,
1 second left, but again, they got to go the length of the floor. That was under the basket, so on the rebound.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if that was going in or not. It's probably going to be sort of heave here.
It actually kind of helps that he missed that because it took a few more ticks off that clock.
Yeah, that's a good point.
1 second, so they're going to be looking probably something kind of like what they tried on that last play. firing it toward midcourt when Horton committed that.
I mean, if you're Quincy, it's just don't let anybody get behind you. You got to have your valves back here in the backcourt, and you really just have to force them to just go for a heave here.
Well,
don't foul either.
Percentages aside, I got to point out here that 12 of Quincy's 14 points in the fourth quarter have come at the free throw line. So they may not shoot it great, but it's been a big difference.
It's been working in their favor today.
It's maybe going to get them a win here.
Well, we'll see. 1 second.
Length of the floor, 1 second. They get it into Peachy, bobbles it. That's going to do it. Oh, what a big win for Quincy. 53-52. A Parker Douglas free throw ends up the difference. And Quincy gets just their fourth win of the season, and they beat an 11-win Springfield team here on their home floor tonight.
Big time stuff. Great for this. It's great for these kids, man. Great for the morale. Great for the locker room. Excited for them. Happy for them. Man. And talk about a way to win it, like you mentioned earlier. All those free throws, I think we alluded towards the struggles at the line in the pregame, and that's how they win it.
Yep. That's kind of poetic in a way. That's how Quincy wins a game here in 2026. 2 wins tonight for Quincy, both by a single point. Sophomores win 60-59. And varsity pulls it off 53-52.
And that's I'm going to call it a win streak on the home court. That's what I'm going to call it.
Hey, 2 in a row.
I'm not wrong.
Going back to Galesburg last year, that was the last win here on the home floor as well. So, what a ball game. We'll come back and recap it on the post game right after this. It's the Blue Devils on WGEM.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the dew.
Well, we're back at Blue Devil Gym, and what a win for this young Blue Devil squad as they suffered through a rough third quarter, Kyle, where they got outscored 16-6, erasing their 7-point halftime lead after they played arguably their best half of the season in the first half tonight to build that halftime lead. Saw it evaporate in the third, only to fight back and show a lot of growth and big plays and toughness there in that fourth quarter.
Growth, fight. They played together.
Yeah.
They didn't fall on themselves. You know, they easily could have just given up. All right. I think a lot of young teams may have, or a lot of teams that have been having the season that they've been having would have given up in that situation. They showed great resilience in that aspect, and that's something I'm looking forward to hear from Coach Douglas on this team, just not giving up in that length. I mean, like you mentioned, it wasn't a pretty third quarter at all. Quite frankly, it was a horrible third quarter. But hey, they stuck in there and come out on top, and just by 1 point. That's all you need in these games.
Springfield had 11 wins on the season coming in, but Quincy hands them their 6th loss, and Blue Devils pick up just their 4th win as they improve to 4-10. And again, Senators now 11-6 on the season. We'll get to your final stat sheet. We'll hear from, I'm sure, a exhausted but much more enthused Coach Douglas.
I'm going to put it on record now. I'm going to if I had money, I'd bet money if I was a betting man that he comes up here a little out of breath. That's if I was a betting man.
Right. Well, we'll see what condition he's in when he makes his way up here, and we'll chat with Coach Douglas on the way. Those final numbers are coming your way next after a Blue Devil win on WGEM.
Don't let injuries put you on the sideline. Quincy Medical Group's free sports injury clinic is your path to swift recovery. Our expert orthopedics and sports medicine team specializes in treating sports-related injuries with free evaluations from 7 to 9 a.m. every Monday through Friday. We also offer free sports concussion screenings weekdays in Quincy. No appointments are necessary. Get your game back on with QMG's free sports injury clinic. Visit QuincyMedGroup.com/sports injury.
I'm Natalie Will. Every month I have the honor of surprising an amazing teacher with a WGEM Golden Apple Award. Now, I need your help finding the next honoree. Students, parents, if there's a teacher making a difference in your life, nominate them at WGEM.com. Let's celebrate the teachers who inspire us every day. Nominate your teacher for the WGEM Golden Apple Award.
The WGEM Golden Apple Awards, sponsored by Hy-Vee, Pro, and State Street Bank.
Is it time for a career makeover? For 14 years, Tri-State residents have made a career change and have turned dreams into a reality with help from the John Wood Community College Career Makeover. Register online now at jwcc.edu/makeover for your chance to win full tuition, fees, and books from John Wood Community College. You deserve the chance for a career makeover from WGEM and John Wood Community College Foundation.
We're back on the post game, and it's time to get into that final stat sheet. It's brought to you by Tri-City Sports. Give them a call, 217-224-2489, or visit them at 535 Main Street, downtown Quincy, and customize your team with Tri-City Sports. For the victorious Blue Devils, Brennan Lepper leads the way tonight with 16 points. Duels Clausell backs him up with 13. Parker Douglas with 8. Kenai Humphrey with 6. 5 for Avion Tate, 3 for Avery Beeston, and 2 for Tim Griffith for a total of 53. And again, it's not setting the world on fire, Kyle, but 20 of 31 at the free throw line, including 12 of 17 in the fourth quarter that really was the difference. 12 of their 14 fourth quarter points came at the free throw line, believe it or not, and 24 turnovers as well. Throw that into the negative category for Quincy. Springfield, Noah Wade led the way with 17 points. He scored 11 of those in the third quarter, and then we barely saw him in the fourth.
Yeah, that's something that's going to keep me scratching my head.
It was pretty clear that there was some headbutting going on down here between he and Coach Causley and even Elijah Wade as he came off the floor there late. There was
some sort of disagreement, whatever it may be. But man, when he wasn't out there, they were certainly missing his presence.
Yeah, they were a totally different team. Elijah Wade also ended up with 10, by the way, so those two combined for 27 of their 52. Jameer Macon had 9 points off the bench as well, including those 2 free throws that did tie it late before Parker Douglas won it, splitting the 2 free throws in the final seconds off that strange play. A foul on a desperation heave down the floor as Ed Horton pushed off, of all things, trying to catch a pass up the floor when it was tied. And they split the free throws. Parker Douglas hits the game winner eventually, and Quincy hangs on. Stat sheet always brought to you by Tri-City Sports. And Coach is making his way up here. I'm going to give him a couple moments. While he gets up here, your post-game coach's interview, it's always brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Bill Turlesner. Give him a call today at 217-224-5586, or you can find him at 12th and Harrison in Quincy. And Coach Andy Douglas joining us here at Blue Devil Gym now. I'll let you hydrate there, Coach. What a wild one. I'm just going to start here, and Kyle and I were just kind of reiterating it. there's a lot of different individual things and moments we can talk about, but that fourth quarter, your young guys showed a lot of toughness and a lot of fight here tonight.
They did. We took a couple punches there to start the third quarter, and at times in the third quarter where we knew they were going to turn the pressure up, and we folded. But for our guys to have the toughness, the grit to fight through that, and then land a couple blows of our own was huge.
I can start with a lot of guys, but I'm going to start with Kenai Humphrey because he makes the game-winning bucket in the sophomore game, and then he comes out here and plays some key minutes for you in the fourth quarter tonight.
Yeah, Joel's went down with some cramps. I've seen some cramps before. That kid, we got to get him some bananas, pickle juice, whatever helps with it. But he went down, and Kenai had to step in, and Kenai played. He had a really good weekend. Last night I thought he played really well with the sophomore group. He's getting his confidence. He's playing at the level that we know that he's capable of playing at. Told him, man, it's not going to be perfect, and we get that. We understand that. You're going to make mistakes, but the mistakes that you make got to be aggressive ones. There were a couple of those. But he played like he knew he could be out there playing, and that was huge for him and big time for us.
And a team this young to show that resilience from what happened in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, just how proud are you?
I'm extremely proud, man. This group just keeps showing up. Coach Bonas mentioned that before he ducked out of here to go watch the Bears play.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah. Only up 32 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I bet.
But no, he said that. He's like, they keep showing up, and they do. We talked about the practices that we've had, and they've been solid. The energy has been solid. Coach Obert and I, when we coached at Liberty together, years ago, we always used to use energy, effort, and enthusiasm, and we started talking to our guys about that, how we have to play with that consistently, and they did. When things went well, they did. When things, didn't go as well as we needed them to, they still found a way to band together as brothers and pull one out.
One of the areas that we've been talking a lot about before and after games has been rebounding and loose balls.
Yeah.
I thought you were much better in both those areas tonight.
Yeah, last night giving up, 6 of them that turned into buckets, so giving up 10, 12 points off of offensive rebounds. You're not going to win many games playing like that. And we knew that this was going to be a dogfight, if you will, and with the bigs that they have, the stronger guards that they have, we knew that they were going to go after offensive rebounds, and they did. And I thought, again, I told our guys, I gave up a long time ago in this profession of thinking that our teams were going to play perfect as much as I wanted them to. We weren't perfect in that area by any means, but for them to fight and claw the way they did, especially down the stretch, there's a couple of those that could have went the other way if we didn't have guys fighting for them, and they found a way to pull it out.
And one thing I noticed, and it wasn't every possession, but you guys a lot of times were able to slow things down and make that extra pass or two throughout the game.
Yeah, and that's huge. I wish our guys could listen to this and hear you say that. I'm going to tell them that you said that, but it's huge for this group because it's not, we have guys that are capable of knocking down 3-point shots. We have guys that are capable of making plays here and there, like, driving downhill and finishing. But if it's not a good or a great look, we have to be able to pass it up to get a good or a great look. And I thought tonight we did a better job of that. There were still moments where, we needed to get the extra pass. I know there's a clip out there, of just the percentages of possessions that, 0 to 8 passes is, you score at this level, at this percentage, and then, 9 to 13 is at this level, and then 14 or more, all of a sudden that percentage, that chance of getting a good, great shot jumps, through the roof. So we have to be a team that is comfortable enough with the ball to handle the pressure, to get open, to catch and face every time, see the post, just play basketball the way that this group is capable of playing.
And to see some guys knock down some big free throws, which has been another thing. And 12 out of 17 in the fourth quarter.
I love it. I love it, man. That's it's showing that this group is, they're confident. They're starting to gain some confidence in themselves, and you hate to say you need wins to get confidence, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. And, I think they're getting it by the experience that they're getting on the floor. They're getting it through, having to struggle through moments and still having to fight and rely on each other to pull it out and pull through. And, tonight was a great win for them.
You joke a little bit there about, but you do. A win like this goes a long way.
It does.
And I think especially for this group, and you don't know how many you're going to get this year, before you get ready for the postseason. So you value and cherish every one, right?
Yeah, you do. And I've learned more this year than I probably have in my coaching career, which has been well over 20 years now, at various levels. But I've learned that you have to celebrate the smaller moments with this group and with every group. And I was a victim of, we got to get better, got to do this the last few years, and I didn't take much time to celebrate the big wins that this group had and the special moments that our group had throughout the years. And with this group, it's more of that. It's more of the celebrating the smaller moments, celebrating the bigger moments. I love the fact that tonight we go down the locker room and I give my spiel and then, tell a couple guys, tonight wasn't your night. But with that being said, we had other guys step in and help out, and we need that. Every team needs that. And then immediately, Joel said, I just want to give a shout out to Kanai, and then Brennan's giving a shout out to Tim, who didn't bring much energy last night, but tonight, he was the energy guy for us at times. And, it's great to see that other guys are starting to recognize some of the small things that go on during the course of the game, and that's huge for a team and their growth.
And speaking about guys having nights, Lepper 16 points. For me, it seems like his confidence is just increasing game by game, especially down there in the paint.
He's Tom's son. He has a lot of confidence. he's Lep's son. He has a lot of that. But I love it. Tom would be proud, man. This kid works really hard. He's a student of the game. He's very bright, knowledgeable of what goes on the floor, sees some things at times that others don't see, and just proud of him. It's a lot for a freshman at his size, who doesn't have the quickness yet in some of his moves, to be able to make some of the moves he has and use his strength. And tonight he did an exceptional job of just catching, working, finishing, rebounding. He did a little bit of everything.
And teams are going to continue to throw everything at him because of his size and how much attention it requires to try to keep him off a spot down there. And he's going to have to stay patient.
Yeah, he is. And he's been one that over the last couple of weeks where we've had to tell him, if you pass the ball, when you catch it underneath the rim, if you kick it out, you're doing push-ups or you're doing sprints. So, you can see if you see him with, his jersey off here and no sleeves, he's getting bigger. But we need him to finish those. Points are not easy to come by. So we need him to be able to finish them, and he did tonight.
Well, congrats on the win. Exciting stuff. And, let's, do it again on Tuesday night. How
Absolutely,
about that?
Man. I appreciate it.
All right. Andy Douglas.
Thanks,
appreciate him as always on your post-game coaches interview. And those are always brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Bill Turlesner. Give him a call at 217-224-5586 or find him at 12th and Harrison. We got one more thing to do, so let's take a quick timeout, and we'll come back with that and final thoughts on WGEM.
Every first matters.
The first alarm, the first cup of coffee, and the first look at what your day can bring.
And WGEM is right there with you with your first alert.
Breaking overnight, we are live.
So what's happening right now? We go into first alert later this afternoon for strong to severe thunderstorms.
And your first look at what could impact your morning.
This fire started around 4:30 this morning.
No matter where you choose to watch, WGEM is here to start your day.
Every first, every morning, we're here. WGEM News Today.
Says
you. Oh boy, that's pressure.
All right, we're back to wrap it up. Final thing to take care of course, is the Blue Devil MVP of the game. It's sponsored by Mercantile Bank, a United Community Bank. as we just lost our camera there, but we're still with you. I trust me.
Our voices are here.
Tough call.
It is a tough call.
Kyle. Leopard led him in scoring with 16. Clausell had 13. Obviously did a lot of nice things. Douglas hit the go-ahead free throw. We talked about Kenai Humphrey, his big impact in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
So I feel like Leopard did his job today, right?
Yep.
I'm battling between, and I'll let you pick between one or the other.
Okay.
I'll give you your two finalists here.
Okay.
I'm battling between Jules and Kenai.
Let's see. If those are my choices, I'm probably going to go with Jules.
Okay.
Even though he came up with the cramps there at the end, he had some big shots in the first half.
I also think his effort on the defensive side of things stood out to me a little bit.
He had to battle one or both of the Wades all night, and yes, they got their points, but that takes a toll. And
you know what? I just thought of it. We alluded to it earlier that there was some back and forth between the Wades and their coach there. That possibly stems from frustration on the way Jules was playing defense on them and not letting them get what they wanted, right? I mean, it's a stretch maybe, but
I think collectively, I think it was him, it was Parker, it was Kenai, it was collective, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
The Blue Devils being persistent and again that toughness that they showed. Definitely showed on the defensive end as well. We'll go Clausell, back-to-back nights for him.
Nope.
As he had 10 points last night in the loss at UT, but again, I think well-deserved and a steady. He's becoming increasingly a steady hand for this group.
And if you want to do this, you can. It's almost, we'll give it the Clausell there, but you could almost just say it was a team effort as MVP today.
I mean, it really was. I mean, let's be honest. If any win that this group's going to get the rest of the way, as Coach just said it, I mean, he literally just talked about that, right? That they're talking about that in the locker room amongst each other, giving each other credit for picking up the slack in different areas. So, no doubt. But Jewels gets the nod, and your MVP of the game. It's always sponsored by Mercantile Bank, a United Community Bank. I do want to get a couple of highlights in here before we go. Let's see if we can just go with like the last three that Lindsay queued up here. And those instant replays are brought to you by Nutrition HQ, home of TB16. This is, that's Leopard down low, getting one of his team-leading points and buckets. And we'll go to the next here.
There he is again.
Leper again going to work. And we'll get one more in here before we say goodnight. Brought to you by Nutrition HQ. Why not?
The game-winning free throw.
Well,
or not.
that was the miss.
There you go.
That led to Springfield having to inbound with a second to go.
Right.
And they could not get a shot off at the end. Douglas made the free throw before that.
I got fooled.
You did get fooled. I was with you though. But he did make the one before that was the game winner. 53-52 is your final here tonight. Again, those replays brought to you by Nutrition HQ. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Kyle, you will not be with us on Tuesday, but I'll be talking to you again soon down the road here, I know.
Yep, and, I'll be back.
Appreciate you tonight, sir.
Yeah, of course. Always happy to be here.
Lindsay on the cameras as always. So Tuesday night, right back here, Alleman comes in for a Western Big Six Tuesday night matchup. Alleman playing much better, by the way. That is going to be a ball game on Tuesday night between the Blue Devils and the Pioneers.
Suspect another one of those gritty ones here on Tuesday.
So join us, 7 o'clock varsity scheduled tip-off. We'll have it for you on all your WGEM streaming platforms. Again, you can watch this one and all Blue Devil action on demand on the Smart TV app as well. For Kyle Ainsworth, for Lindsey Fisher, I'm Brock Hampsmeyer saying so long from Blue Devil Gym. Again, the final, Quincy 53, Springfield 52, as the Blue Devils improve to 4-10 on the season. We'll see you Tuesday night right here at Blue Devil Gym on WGEM. Good night.